Henry's recent accident had put the railway in a very serious predicament. All the engines were stuck doing their work as well as Henry's. It got very tiring at times, but the engines persevered. However, this opened the gate for new opportunities as well. Since Gordon had to handle all the heavy loads, James was given the task of pulling the express. He did have a splendid time and enjoyed himself very much. He had never done it up to this point and didn't want to disappoint Sir Topham Hatt. Although this did get to his smoke box and make him boastful. Hello, fat face! Oh, the indignity. Although it wasn't all fun and games, James was only a medium-sized engine, and pulling 4 heavy coaches was a struggle at times. Here we are, everyone. This also gave Thomas the opportunity to venture out of the yard for some occasions. He was very excited to be getting out of the shunting yards, although there was a limit to how far he could go. Every other week, he would drop off crates, supplies, and other building materials for the workmen. Then he would be uncoupled and returned to the yards. The workload got tiring, stressful, and irritating at times, but the engines knew that if they didn't do the work, the railway would get shut down and Sir Topham Hatt wouldn't be pleased. So they all had to persevere and get through the workload. It was very hard. The engines even had their doubts that even when Henry came back, the workload wouldn't get easier. Make no mistake though, as soon as Henry returned 2 months later, everything was back in full swing. Gordon was able to pull the express again, which he was very pleased about. And Thomas was able to return to his regular shunting duties. Although it was enjoyable to be out the yard for a while, he did enjoy going back to doing what he usually did. Cinders and ashes! This is a really long rake of coaches. I wonder who'll be taking this. There's no point in sitting around wondering, though. Might as well just get this to the station. Henry was ecstatic to also be let out of the sheds and start doing work again. The new parts worked wonders, and for a time, he worked very well. But unfortunately, that would all come crashing down. Huh? No, hey! Ta-da! Oh, James, please be careful. Relax, you two. You're still in one piece, aren't you? Barely. Anyways, little Thomas, please take my coaches away. I'm very tired. I need some well-earned and deserved rest for tomorrow. Okay, one, why are you talking like that? And two, this is my last job of the day. Why can't you just do it? Pah! An important ninja like me? Shunting? Now you really twisted your smokestack. Now I see why you and Gordon are friends. What was that? Nothing. Do you smell that, James? Smell what, Thomas? Something smoky. Like a burning smell. Burning smell? Oh crap, what'll do, okay, don't panic. The best thing to do is not to panic, even though you're kind of panicking right now. I can't really tell what it is, but what are you doing? Oh, who, me? I'm not doing anything. No, like I said, I don't really smell anything. Certainly nothing out of the ordinary. Why don't you take my coaches away and, yeah, just take my coaches away. Like I said, I am very tired and I need a lot of rest. So I'll see you when you get back to the sheds. Good night, Thomas. That was very, very strange. Wasn't that strange, Annie? Indeed, Clarabelle, very strange. Now, I know some of you may be wondering, why did we go so fast? This episode was taking way too long and we needed to stay in our 20-minute mark range. So, yeah, back to the show. Just look at him, Thomas. Who? Him! Who? Henry? No, Percy. Of course, Henry, you moron. Wait a second. Wait, who's Percy? I don't know. I just had to think of a name on the spot. $50 an engine with that type of name is gonna end up on our railway soon. An offer I can't refuse. How about 100? You, my friend, have got yourself a deal. But I mean, just look at him, Thomas. His boiler nearly explodes, and then 2 months later, he coincidentally comes back and is all handy-dandy. Well, I mean, the parts Sir Topham Hatt did order for him were extremely expensive, or as far as I've heard. Well, I guess you're right about that, but it still is confusing. Well, yeah, I kinda understand that, but I also understand that Sir Topham Hatt put a lot of money into this. Heck, it would be surprising if Henry didn't work as well as he is now, and he works hard enough for 3. Well, I guess you're right. And besides, I shouldn't be complaining. Now that Henry's back, he can do his work and we can just finish up ours. Come on, Thomas, we gotta get back to our shunting. The express is due. Alright, Matthew. It was good talking to you, James, but I gotta get back to my shunting now. I've already put your coaches on the platform, so all you gotta do is go into the station and get coupled up. I'll see you later, though. Bye! Alright, you lot. Time to get in line. Wait, what? Hey, wait!
Attention all passengers. Engine 4 on Platform 1 will be departing in 1 minute.
Oh dear. What is it, Clarabelle? It's James, Annie. Oh, coaches, I'm here. Oh, heavens, is it already time to go out? Unfortunately, it is. Oh dear. I hope you're ready for another fabulous journey. Well, let's try to actually keep on the tracks today instead of rocking us about. Please, yes, and please be careful for the 28th time this week. Don't worry, you two. I'm always careful. Dolph! What was that about being careful? Okay, I'll admit, that time I wasn't being careful. But any other time I'm out with you two, I'm always careful. I always make sure to stay to my tracks and think about the passengers more than myself. In fact, I'm so good at being careful, they call me the most careless engine ever on my old railway. Or something like that. Oh, there's our whistle. Let's go, let's go. Oh, goodness. There's no James, so slow. Come on. We mustn't be late. Oh, James, slow down. Now time for some shut-eye. I know just what to do. Alright, I've only got one good shot at this. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness! Oh, the indignity. Not another one of your pranks. Oh man, Gordon, you should have seen your face. You were all like, oh. Oh man, that had to be the funniest thing I've seen this week. Oh, you little engines, no respect. You won't even let an engine get a moment's peace around here with your antics. Well, yeah, you big engines need to lighten up the yard a little bit. You need to wake up anyways, lazy bones, and do some hard work like me. Oh, I'll get him one day. Evening all. Now, how was everybody's day? Not too bad. It was alright. Same as usual. Well, my day was great, especially when I saw Gordon sleeping in the yard. Then I saw a long line of trucks, biffed him into the buffers, and spooked him out of his funnel. Ignoring that incident, have you all heard about the weather tomorrow? Actually, yeah. Driver told me it was supposed to be non-stop rain all day tomorrow. Oh, boy. What's the matter, Henry? I just don't like the rain. I'm afraid it's gonna make my new paint all rusty. I saw one time where this... Ha! If you're so scared of the rain, why don't you just go hide in a tunnel or something? Who knows? Maybe it'll enjoy your company. I think it would be wise if you would stop with the jokes now, please, Thomas. Anyway, please, continue, Henry. I never said I was afraid of the rain. I just don't fancy it, especially when I get a new coat of paint. I don't want it to rust. We completely understand you, Henry. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. But I think some of us need to learn that before jumping to conclusions. Thomas, is there anything you'd like to say to Henry? Sorry for teasing you like that, Henry. It's okay, Thomas. I know you're only teasing. And Edward's right. We all don't have to like the same thing. Sort of like when Gordon didn't fancy those trucks when he got stuck on the... Alright, that's enough. It's getting late and I'd prefer us to get some rest for tomorrow. Gordon is right. We should all get some sleep. Good night, everyone. Good night, Edward. Good night, Edward. And as the stars twinkled over Tidmouth sheds, one by one, the engines fell asleep. But to the engine's surprise, when they woke up the next morning, it wasn't raining. The sky was clear. They were very puzzled, but didn't have time to think about that since there was a lot of work to do. Hey, Edward, listen to this. Listen to what, Thomas? You'll see. What? Oh, help! Police! Murder! Oh, wait. That's 2 for 2, fat face. Oh, why don't you just shove off and go get the express coaches so I could be on my way? Lighten up, Gordon. It was only a joke. I'm gonna go get the express coaches now. Hey, didn't I tell you to listen out for something? Oh, Thomas. Oh, have you come to laugh at me too? No, Gordon, I've just come to talk. Oh. Well, in that case, he's insufferable, Edward. I can't even get a moment's peace around the yard without him poking his funnel and frightening me. Go easy on him, Gordon. He's still young and inexperienced. So is James, and you don't see him pulling stunts like that. While this may be true, James is more focused on his paint than anything. And Thomas should be focused on getting his work done in the yard, but instead he decides to play games all day. True, but when he's focused, he can be a very useful engine. Just like James when he's focused on his work. Pah, he should be more focused on those brakes. Go too fast and they'll catch on fire faster than you can say, so top 'em hat. Here are your coaches, Gordon. Better get going before the storm starts. For once, I actually agree with him. The storm will be starting soon, and I do not want to get caught up in the rain for long. Goodbye, Edward. I do not want to be out here. And I certainly don't want to be out here when the rain starts. It's only a matter of time. Let's start quickly before it actually begins to... fiddlesticks. Huh, finally. Henry was not enjoying himself at all. Each and every wheel turn, he hated the rain more and more. Until he spotted something. The tunnel before Netford. That's it. I could go in the tunnel and stay in there until the rain stops. So Henry pumped his pistons and raced towards the tunnel. So he did. Henry stopped completely inside the tunnel. Everybody was very confused, especially the passengers. But Henry didn't care. He was feeling very pleased for himself. The driver and fireman walked up to their engine to see what the problem was. The problem is, Henry began, the rain. What? Didn't you hear me? I said the rain. It will spoil my lovely green paint and red stripes. I don't get paid enough for this job. Hey, why need to make a bathroom? The passengers got out and argued with him too.
My wife's in labor.
But he wouldn't move, even after the rain had stopped. And soon, a phone call was made. Oh, where's Henry with the afternoon train? He was supposed to be here 30 minutes ago. Ring, 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 ring. Oh, hello? Yes? Yes? Where? What the James, James, whew, I'm so glad you're here. Is something the matter, sir? Yes, I need you to take me to the tunnel. What, you mean the tunnel before Natford, sir? That tunnel? Yes, just the tunnel. Pardon my asking, sir, but, what's so important about the tunnel? We've got a situation. Henry, out of all the stupid things me and you have done together, this has to be the most idiotic. What are you doing in the tunnel? I see no business it has with you. Alright, no need to pop a piston. Jeez. Henry, what in God's name do you think you're playing at? You've delayed your passengers by half an hour, and now you've locked yourself in a tunnel. I demand an explanation at I'm not going to spoil my lovely green paint and red stripes for you. James was speechless. No one had ever wished at the fat controller like that before. Fine, we shall pull you out.
Sir?
I, don't really think that's going to work, sir. Of course it'll work, James. Guard, get a rope. So the guard got the rope and pulled it out of the brake coach. All the passengers got out of the coaches and attached the rope to Henry's coupling. And so Topham Hatt yelled out, 1, 2, 3, pull! Everybody pulled as hard as they could, except Sir Topham Hatt. Oh, wow. I have just been to the doctor recently, and there are problems with my back, you see, and my doctor, she has forbidden me from pulling for the time being. Says there's too much stress on my lower body. What? They pulled and pulled and pulled until their arms were sore. But Henry stayed in the tunnel. Okay, that didn't go as good as I'd hoped, so we'll move on to plan B. We shall push from the other end. So everyone got to the back of the train and pushed with all their might. 2, 3, push! Everybody push! Come on, harder! Put your backs into it! Why don't you help us? Oh, well, you see, my doctor has also forbidden me to push. At this point, this is just pathetic. Well, that certainly isn't working either. Wouldn't have worked anyway. It's a 500-ton steam engine. What was that, James? Oh, me? Oh, no, nothing, sir. Wait a minute. James? That's it!
What's it, sir?
James, could you try to run round the back of the train and try to push Henry out of the tunnel?
Sure, I could give it a try.
Excellent. I'm sure this'll work.
Sure. Well, here goes everything.
Hurry! Yeah, come on, you!
I'm sorry, sir. I give in. He's too heavy.
Right, that's it. I've had enough of this nonsense. No engine on my railway disobeys my orders. Henry, I demand you remove yourself from the tunnel this instant. That's an order. But Henry only blew steam at him. Fine, we shall take away your rails and build a wall in front of you until you're ready to come out of the tunnel again. Perhaps this'll teach you to not be so vain. Puh! James, please take these coaches away and be on with your passenger train. I know you are running very late. Tell all the passengers I will pay for the delays, while I deal with him.
Right away, sir.
Henry, this is the last time. Your coaches have already been taken away, and I'm giving you one more chance to come out the tunnel and be really useful. Or else, we shall have to leave you in here. Just build a wall. I'm sorry, Henry. I hate that it had to be this way, but you forced my hand. I cannot have engines disobeying my orders. But maybe this will teach you to be a really useful engine and come out of the tunnel instead of being so vain. Let's get going, Edward.
Yes, sir. Goodbye, Henry. This tunnel isn't nothing. I'm sure the fat controller will come back in a couple minutes and realize his mistake and let me out. Yup, sure he'll be back any minute. Taking a little bit longer than I hoped, but I'm sure he'll be back soon. Alright, I think it's safe to assume he's not coming back for me.
Ironically, the soot and dust had ruined Henry's green paint and red stripes anyway. But I think he deserved his punishment. Don't you?